The Justice League has finally formed on the big screen, and they brought a lot more than just superpowers with them. The DC Comics film is filled with Easter eggs and references to past films, comics, and characters fans know and love. See how many of these Easter eggs you spotted while watching the film, and naturally, there will be spoilers. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join the notification squad and be the first to know of new content. Also, can you guess which movie is represented by these emoji? Stay tuned at the end to find out. Ancient battle scenes. In the movie, the story of Steppenwolf is told through a flashback montage narrated by Wonder Woman herself. A huge part of the flashback is a great war held on Earth thousands of years ago. While the main focus of the scenes is on Steppenwolf, a keen eye could spot multiple Easter eggs within the crazy violence and action. The battle includes warriors from both Atlantis and the Amazon, but there are also gods helping them fight as well. Look closely and you can see one character using lightning powers on Steppenwolf. This is clearly a version of Zeus, the father of gods and men. The ties to Greek mythology within the DC universe are clearly relevant and directly connect with the appearance of Zeus. Along with the Greek god, there's a DC character who also wages in war against Steppenwolf. During the fight, there's a Lantern character who's quickly killed off. This would be thousands of years before Hal Jordan became the Green Lantern, so it's clearly not him. The character may not be defined, but the ring he's wearing is. Once the character dies, his ring comes off and he flies away as it seeks a new owner. This is the same ring that will eventually be worn by a modern Green Lantern on Earth. Burton's movie references. The DC Extended Universe has clear connections to past films like Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, and Batman vs. Superman. Zack Snyder also decided to include multiple references to Batman movies of the past, specifically Tim Burton's Batman and Batman Returns. Still beloved to this day, the Michael Keaton Batman films really changed the superhero genre and made Hollywood take these types of films seriously. In Justice League, one of the first references is from Batman Returns. When Bruce Wayne talks to Alfred about the state of crime, they compare invading aliens, crazy tech, and metahumans to the more simple days when wind-up penguins used to roam the streets of Gotham. This is a direct reference to the Penguin's villainous penguin soldiers in Batman Returns. Those enemies seem like nothing, with parademons flying around and causing all types of chaos. The second reference comes from Tim Burton's first Batman movie. In the film, there's an iconic shot of the Batwing flying up and creating a silhouette against the moon. In Justice League, Cyborg does a similar thing as he flies up above the clouds and the full moon shines. Although this scene was shown in a number of trailers, the final version of it was ultimately cut from the film. It would have been a great homage if the whole thing was left in.
Right, okay, yeah, here's the thing. See, I'm afraid of bugs and, guns.
The Legion of Doom. For multiple movies in the DC Extended Universe, fans have been left without a post-credit scene. These scenes have become tradition in movies, especially in Marvel films. Ready to tease the future of the expanded universe, DC included not one but two post-credit scenes in Justice League. The final scene packed a bunch of Easter eggs and references in just a short amount of time. The last time we saw Lex Luthor, he was locked away in prison. Now he's been replaced in the cell, escaped jail, and is living the high life on an expensive yacht. But he wasn't alone. The long-awaited debut of Deathstroke was made in the scene. The two characters discuss forming their own evil alliance. In the comic books and animated series, this is often referred to as the Legion of Doom. A group of powerful foes would be ideal enemies to take on the Justice League, and Lex Luthor leading this group makes the most sense. Just as you get excited for the Legion of Doom, Deathstroke removes his signature mask to reveal actor Joe Manganiello in a full Deathstroke attire. The eye patch and hair accurately represent the hero and is something fans will be looking forward to in the upcoming years. There's no official word on what film he'll be playing Deathstroke in, but all signs point to a solo film for the character.
They really just vanish. Huh? Oh. That's rude.
The Flash speaks Gorilla. Some of the funniest lines in Justice League came from Barry Allen, aka The Flash. The character was quick-witted, new to the superhero game, and turned a lot of awkward moments into huge laughs. During some of his early scenes, Allen brags about the skill set he has. One of these is the ability to speak gorilla in sign language. Although that might seem like a random joke, the gorilla mention is actually a direct reference to Allen's longtime comic book rival, Gorilla Grodd. Grodd doesn't appear in Justice League, but the gorilla with powerful skills and mind powers has been used in other versions of the Flash before. In recent years, Grodd has been seen in several episodes of the TV show The Flash. The Flash has done battle with him numerous times and even sent the giant ape to another Earth. Grodd wouldn't have fit with the style of Justice League, but there's no counting him out when it comes to a solo Flash film. If the Flashpoint movie's made, Grodd could be one of the many enemies that the Flash comes across. Then we could see him speak Gorilla and showcase some of his more powerful moves on the big screen. Music to our ears. Justice League was filled with so many visuals that it may have overwhelmed your senses. With 6 different heroes to follow and dozens of enemies, the final battles in the movie were filled with a ton of action and special effects. Pay attention to the musical score and you'll get a couple of great treats. The composer on Justice League was Danny Elfman, a famed musician known for films like the original Batman, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Avengers Age of Ultron. Elfman went back to his roots for Justice League and used the original Batman score during some of the climactic fight scenes. The score is instantly recognizable and still beloved by fans. One of the last times it was used with official Batman releases was the LEGO Batman video game series. So it was great to hear it included and modernized with the Justice League score. But Danny Elfman didn't just stick to his own musical library for the score. When Superman came back to help the Justice League, Elfman sampled some of John Williams' classic score from the original Superman. The blend of both scores together in one film really helped elevate the soundtrack to new levels. All of the tracks have been released and can be heard in their full unedited forms. Janus Cosmetics and Ace Chemicals. Gotham City is used several times in Justice League, and the producers of the film didn't just fill the CG backdrop with random buildings and skyscrapers. Everything they added was intentionally put there, and this included 2 huge Easter egg references. The first was a large sign for Janus Cosmetics. This company is a crucial part of the Batman comics lore. It involves one of Batman's biggest foes, the Black Mask. Roman Sionis is the owner of Janus Cosmetics, and a series of circumstances leads to him to become the Black Mask. The movie's reference was probably just to please fans. But it would be great to see the Black Mask enter the DCEU. The crime lord has a unique look and could present a great challenge for a solo Batman movie. The second skyline reference is for Ace Chemicals. This is the infamous location where the Joker was transformed. It was also used for a key moment in Suicide Squad where the Joker transforms Harley Quinn, and the duo's crazy love story truly takes off. This little Easter egg was a tribute to the films of the past, but it was also a glimpse into the future. After all, multiple films are planned with both the Joker and Harley Quinn. It's little details like this that make the Justice League feel so authentic. A table for 6. After getting their first big defeat, the Justice League got a chance to settle down, take a breath, and think about the future for a moment. Bruce Wayne knows that threats will come again in the future, and that maintaining the bond between the heroes is important. This is why during the final scenes of the movie, Wayne takes Diana to the abandoned Wayne Manor and delegates it as the new home of the Justice League. Officially known as the Hall of Justice, this location has been featured in numerous comic books and TV shows. Upon entering a large room, Wayne exclaims they'll need a table for 6, and Wonder Woman adds, and room for more. This is a direct reference to the infamous round table the Justice League has been using for years. The room for more line hints at future heroes coming in to join the League. It would be great to see the big screen versions of the Green Arrow and Martian Manhunter, but there are a couple more obvious choices. Shazam and Green Lantern are both due to have solo film releases in the upcoming years. Naturally, the heroes could join the Justice League, if a sequel ever goes into production. The solo Batgirl film also adds another promising female option for the group. The Race of Heroes. When Superman is resurrected in the Justice League, the Flash realizes that someone else has the same super speed as him. As Superman transitions into his former self, their battle turns into a friendly rivalry and race. While battling the parademons, the Flash and Superman race to separate sides of a village to prevent any citizen deaths. Superman got the best out of the race by literally lifting an apartment building, but that wouldn't be the end of it. During a mid-credit sequence, Superman and the Flash decide to race from coast to coast. This race wasn't a random decision made by the filmmakers. It's a classic homage to their long rivalry against each other. Superman and the Flash have competed against each other multiple times in races. Justice League doesn't show the outcome of this race, but other versions have. On the TV show Smallville, Clark Kent's still developing powers aren't enough to defeat a young Bart Allen, but the Flash has actually beaten him in recent years. The debate rages on in the DCEU about who's faster, but for now the question was left up in the air. The Flash might have to host a brunch for all his super friends after all. And there you have it. What Easter egg did you like the most? Are there any we missed? What was your favorite part about the Justice League film? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Screen Rant on YouTube to stay up to date with our awesome videos. And the answer to the emoji quiz is, let us know if you got it right.